I really wanted to make this video because of the serious issue, well, I see it as an issue, / movement that I see a lot of girls trying to pursue nowadays, and that is the no movement. I think a lot of this has to do with my hatred for the Meghan Trainor song No, but the first time I ever heard it, I didn't think really anything of it until it came on the radio when I was going through a long drive somewhere, and I sat there, even moments after the song ended, thinking, what the fuck was that? Now, I understand that it is very important to encourage young girls to know the right time and place to tell somebody they're not interested, but you have to understand that pop music today isn't what it used to be. And I don't listen to pop music just for this general reason, just because I think everything is just way too, what's the word I want to say? Not sexualized necessarily, but it stems way too deep into adult issues. And adult issues are just that. They're meant for adults, not for teenagers. Teenagers will never understand a single damn thing until they turn into adult. And the right time to really realize these issues is when you're around like 25. I understand when I was younger, I wanted to be an adult so bad. Like, I cannot even tell you just how bad my passion to be an adult was. And when I hit 25, I realized that adult life is not what it's cracked up to be. Even when I was 19, I realized real quick what it meant to be an adult. And honestly, I don't think anybody ever understands adulthood until maybe they're in their middle ages, which, you know, seems a little weird, but it's definitely true. I mean, when you get older, you start to learn so much, and it doesn't even stop there. Like, I'm still learning things that I never thought was even possible, but that's a whole nother video for another time. This is on the topic of no. So again with this song, she addresses all these things towards a guy, like, my name is no, my number is no. Like, just completely blocking off a person from getting any piece of information that would even allow a person to find interest in you. And I think that is a huge, serious problem in this world, is shutting people out. And I can understand why people decide to be complete introverts, because people are so closed nowadays. Nobody wants to open up to anybody and tell them their interests. It's all about, pizza and Netflix. Like, let's be home alone. Well, deep down inside, you're craving to go out and have fun with people. But it doesn't happen when you got people throwing this movement at you of no. I just want you all to understand, especially for females, that not every guy wants you, not every guy wants to rape you, and just in general, not everybody is going to be interested in you. People might just want to be your friend, if that's even a thought to you at all. I think the problem with this whole movement is that they're trying to encourage a whole level of feminism when, honestly, in my point of view, I don't think feminism necessarily exists. And for those of you that view things like this as feminism, are completely seeing it in such a skewed perspective. Like, feminism isn't what it used to be. And I'm not even going to, dabble on the topic of feminism, just because, honestly, I am not a feminist. I have my views of how women should be and stand up for themselves and things like that, whereas nowadays it's being preached on a whole different level. So I'm not even going to go there, but I will tell you that it definitely isn't what it used to be. So with this whole no movement, really puts a lot into my head to think, what is really being said there? So like I said, not everybody wants to rape you. Nobody wants to hurt you, attack you, whatever. Sometimes people just want to be your friends. They want to know what you're about. Maybe they just want a stimulating conversation to get to know you better. Because there's a lot of people that gather interest from other people so that they can see whether or not they'd be compatible as just friends. There are a lot of dogs out there that just want to pick you up and sleep with you and do whatever else it is that some people like that do. But I'm just saying that's not always the case. So with the whole no thing going on, it kind of makes it hard for other people to open up. And I can understand that even if you are committed to somebody, you don't have to act that way towards another person. And this goes along the lines of accepting a compliment. And I hardly see that happening nowadays, where women are just like, they can't stand to even receive a compliment, much less giving one back. If somebody tells you that you have a really pretty smile, regardless if they are man or woman, accept it, say thank you, and possibly give back and say, oh, I really like your hair. And trust me, you're going to get a lot more out of that than you would just being like, no. And honestly, giving back stems so much deeper than just paying for somebody's groceries or buying the next person in line their cup of coffee. It's so much deeper than that. And people don't realize that just giving a compliment to somebody could turn their whole day around. It's basically like a 1% type of movement. That 1% chance that you make that person have a better day is what really makes a difference in the world. But when you just completely shut out a person that's like, oh, what's your name? And you're just like, no. That's, I don't know, that's just on the lines of being completely ignorant, in my opinion. Honestly, it's rude. Like, why would anybody even want to be friends with you, or why anybody should even talk to you when you have to act like that? And honestly, I blame society. I blame the way that people are on social media, just on everywhere in the media. That is the reason why you are all, not all of you, but most of you, I should just say most of you, are complete assholes. And I mean, I understand there's a movement out there too for assholes that it's completely okay to be a fucking jerk to somebody, when in fact it's definitely not. I just want to point out there, Meghan Trainor, if you do indeed watch this video, I doubt, but whatever, that telling somebody no, regardless whether it's a song or not, it sends such an awful message to not only men, but it sends an awful message of what it says about a woman. If you have to be that close-minded and that guarded, there is probably, well, right there is probably the reason why you can't have a relationship, why people don't even want to give you their time of day or respect. And honestly, I get it. You're a songwriter. It's probably not your words, but you sure go around in the video making these little movements and things and encouraging other people that saying no when it should not even be implied is right. And it's not. This is not feminism. This is not female empowerment. It's called being a douchebag. So, hopefully, all of you out there understand exactly where I'm coming from, because this shit needs to stop. You women need to learn to take a compliment, you need to learn to be respectful of other people's feelings, and you need to stop acting like an asshole. And that's all I have to say. So hopefully, this will allow you to open up your mind next time somebody just wants to be friends with you. Not everybody wants to rape you. Sorry.